and thank you for watching and welcome back to yet another video. Today I do have yet another haul. Mom and I actually, well, it was my brother's birthday last week, and my mom and I were like, yeah, we're gonna go shopping for him, so we ended up shopping for ourselves at Sephora, and I haven't shopped with my mom for makeup in a long time, so I'm really excited to kind of delve into like what we got. So if you guys want to see what I picked up at my most recent haul, then please keep watching. From Ulta, I guess we can do first. I swear, they give you the smallest bags for the most amount of things. Like, this is filled to the top. I don't know. I did get some more beauty wedges. These are like just the Ulta kind. It's literally like, they're like $2.50, and for 32 of them, they're really not that expensive. But yeah, so I got some of those. I did pick up a PUR Melt Away, and this is really just a cleanser to put on before you, so like after you take off your makeup, then you put this on and it just kind of like revamps your face. It kind of pulls out any more makeup that might be stuck like down in those deep pores or whatever, so it kind of just, it pours it out from there, and it's really just this, like, it's really just like a watery serum. I don't know if you guys can really see that, but I don't think you can, but it's just really, really watery. And it's kind of like, it kind of feels like oil, but it's not as dense as oil, and it smells really good. So I have that just because I just feel as if, like, even though the makeup removers that I'm using, I just feel as if all of my makeup is not off by the end of the night, and it just really, like, I wake up and my face just, it feels kind of grimy, and I don't like that. Okay, and then after that I did get the PUR Simplicity bottle, and this is the actual cleanser, and it's actually in a really pretty bottle, and it just takes forever to kind of shake to the top, but this is what it looks like, and this is just like what it is. It's just a cleansing gel, and so this is going to go on after you do this. So you're going to put on your, like, you're going to take off all your makeup with like a face wipe, a makeup remover wipe, and then you're going to put this on there, and then you're going to wipe it, and then you're going to do a mask, which you can pair it with the PUR mask that I used, actually, that was in my last Sephora haul, and I'll link it down below, that way you guys can see it, because it's my favorite mask ever. Next, I got the Born This Way Too Faced foundation, and I got this in the shade of Vanilla, but I feel like I did a spray tan the other night, if you guys can't tell, but I feel like this might be a little too light now, so I might go back and get like a little bit of a deeper color so I can just kind of mix the two, but it's a really pretty shade. Actually, this might be just fine for me. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it fits pretty well with my skin color, which that's always a plus. Nailed it! And then I did get the Tarte, the Under Eye Sea Bright lotion, and it just comes in like this little itsy bitsy bottle. It's so cute, and it kind of like speaks for itself. It just smells really, really good. It just smells really clean, and I feel like this needs to go on my skin after I get out of the shower. You just take like a little dab of it and you just put it under your under eye, and it's supposed to brighten it, and it's supposed to kind of like tighten it and add moisture to it. So I'll continue to use that and just kind of like let you guys know how that's going. I got my hands on the Tarte Empowered foundation, and I actually was really excited to try this foundation. I was really hoping to snag it when it first came out, but, well, it hasn't been out that long, but I really wanted to get it like the day that it came out. But it comes in this really pretty Tarte bottle, and it's like foggy, and I think the thing that I like about this is that it is so creamy, and just like a foundation, I mean, just like a foundation color would be like a foundation would be creamy, but I think what I like so much about it is that it's the jar. Like, you can actually see what you're doing, and I mean, as much as I love like the pumps like this one, because you can kind of control like how much comes out and stuff, this is really nice because you can kind of see like exactly how much you're putting on your brush or how much you're putting on your face, and you can kind of, I think, control it just a little bit better, and I think that that's kind of like what drew me to that, but I think that it's gonna be great because all of Tarte's cosmetics are, you know, kind of like my faves. Next, I did go with the Too Faced Hangover Primer. I actually have only used this one other time. I was sent I was sent the Hangover primer by Too Faced a couple of months back, but it was just like a mini size travel one, and that was actually what I needed at the time. Because I was traveling so much, and I was kind of running out of primer like left and right, because I was putting it on like as like my primer obviously, but I was also using it as like a moisturizer because it was really locking in what I needed it to lock in for that day. Favorite thing about this is not only is it infused with coconut water, which I love because it gives like that beautiful like coconut sun-kissed beach kind of smell to it, but it's better for your skin. Also, my favorite thing is that it comes in a bottle that you would think you would squeeze out, but it's a pump. So those of you that haven't seen it, it's a pump, and it comes out kind of like lotion, and when it rubs in it goes on clear, obviously, like all lotions do, and it's just, it smells so good. I just can't wait to, you know, use it and use it and use it and use it. I know that I'm gonna have to buy like 50 more bottles of it. From Ulta, I did buy the Tarte Clean Slate Blur Primer. I feel like when I was telling the girls like what I bought from Ulta, and every other thing that I pulled out was, oh, I got foundation, and then I got primer, and then I got foundation, I got primer, and they're like, how many things of foundation and primer do you need? And I'm like, I run out of that. That's like one of the #1 things I run out of. This is the Blur, and I just really wish that you guys, like, look at how pretty that looks. I just really wish that you guys could just like feel this. If you see it, if you don't have it and you see it at the store the next time you're there, please go and touch it, because it will draw you in. And I'm just gonna use a little bit, but it will draw you in, and it's super, like, that's like not a lot, and it's, oh my gosh, like it just rubs in your hand. And I think what I like so much about that is that it kind of leaves like not an oily residue. It doesn't really like cake up your face with like the oil and like the moisture, but it's so like moisturized infused that I feel as if I could really use it as a kind of like as a lotion. And I just really fell in love with it. This was the very first product that I picked up, and when I was there, and I was just like, I can't set it down. I didn't want to set it down, so I knew that was like the first primer that I was going to get. So but yeah, but I really like that. So we got our cute little Sephora bag. Look at how, I love Sephora bags. I just think that they look so timeless, and they're just adorable. So first, I did buy the Quay Dry Shampoo Foam. I actually like ran out of dry shampoo not long ago, and I do use the Living Proof one that Jennifer Aniston promotes and is a part of, and it works extremely well. Nothing to bash there. It was just, I just wanted to try something new, so I ran out of that one, and I hadn't had dry shampoo in probably, I want to say like 3 months. It's been a long time. So yeah, that means that like I couldn't be lazy, and I actually had to wash my hair. Saw Desi Perkins using this, and in one of her videos where she like showed you how to do those like effortless beach waves, which are just gorgeous. Anything on her is just amazing. But she did use this dry shampoo foam, and I noticed that when she used it, her hair not only like looked a little bit cleaner, but it was more volumized, and that's kind of like what drew me to this. And she said that it smelled really good, in which she was totally right. It does smell really good. It smells very clean. But yeah, but she really raved about it. And it kind of comes out in like this like mousse, and I might put some in my hair now. I'm just gonna rub it in between my fingers, and I'm just gonna put it in my hair. Oh, it smells so good. It smells really good. Will be my first time using any of the Quay products, so I will let you guys know, like, if you guys have never used them either, and I will let you know if, you know, they're worth the hype, which I'm sure they are. So I have been looking for this forever. I actually went to order it. I feel like I've had such bad luck with this. This is the Tarte Drink of H2O skincare. I'm really just replacing my other one, but the very first one, I actually had it sent to me by Tarte. Bless their hearts, I was absolutely in love with it. I made a tweet about how I needed a new skincare and like a new skincare routine. So I had really just like dumped all of like my old skincare products like down the drain, and I was just like, I just need something new. I feel as if my skin was kind of getting a little bit stagnant. Not that I was getting like pimples or blemishes or anything like that, or like my skin was bad, but I just kind of noticed that like the skincare products that like I used forever, they weren't doing anything for my skin anymore. It was almost as if I just needed like another shock to my skincare routine. So I made a tweet about needing something new, and literally about a week later, I don't even think it was a full week, this baby arrived at my doorstep. And I was so grateful, I was so excited. So I sat down and I opened it up and, you know, I played with it right then and there. And the lotion, guys, like, I kid you not, like, the lotion smelled so good. And I really felt that, like, I didn't really notice a difference until maybe, well, I mean, I probably was noticing differences, but I didn't notice, like, a dramatic difference until about a week into it. And I noticed that when I would wake up in the morning, I would have this, like, glow about myself. And it was just kind of like my skin was glowing much more than it ever had before, and I just felt like I just like was waking up with highlighter on my face because like it was glowing and it was very, very hydrated. I didn't have to use like 2 and 3 different moisturizers just to kind of get that like hydration feel, and I could not rave more about it. Well, I used it so much, I used it 3 times a day. And I just loved everything about it. Well, I ran out of it, and I was so upset because I went to order it off of Tarte. I ordered it and put it in my bag and bought it and whatever. Well, then about a day later, like the next day or 2 days later, I got an email from Tarte saying that I was getting a partial refund for my for the products that I purchased, and this was the money that they were giving me back. And I was like, well, that freaking sucks. That was like the main thing that I wanted, because I guess they had run out or they were back ordered or something was weird about it. So they gave me the partial refund, so I was so upset, but I mean, I understood. This is totally a hot product. And then I went to ULTA and Sephora twice on 2 separate occasions, and they didn't have any in stock. So I went to the Sephora that was out in Kenwood in Cincinnati, and they had it. This was the very last one. I'm like, thank you, Jesus. Like, I was so happy because even though I have been using like different skincares, like I really noticed the difference in my skin and how it wasn't so hydrated, and my nose and my chin were feeling very, very itchy, and I'm just so happy to have this back. It smells so good. It smells like you just took a shower in the sea somewhere, and this, like, it has like I don't know if you guys can really see it because it's so light, but it's more like a watery lotion, and I think that that's kind of like the base of it that makes your skin so hydrated. But it's honestly, I will go out on the limb and definitely say that it's the best facial product, like skincare, that I've used thus far. I mean, I'm sure that that will change in a year or a couple of months down the road when I try something new, but definitely right now that is like my godsend. That is, if I didn't have that, I don't think that like my makeup would go on as smooth as it does. Next, I did buy the Tarte facial lip scrub, and this is actually a newer thing. They always had their, it was like in the shape of like an egg. They always had that, and it was just like a dipping, and you put like a lip scrub that you put on your lips. But this one is a little newer. It's the actual like lip, it looks like a lip balm, so you can travel with it, which I really like. And it really just looks like a little lip gloss or something. It's very pretty, and this is their Rainforest of the Sea line as well, their new one. And it just goes on. It's just like this very sugary little scrub. I don't even know if you guys can really see that. I don't know. Yeah, well, it just goes on. It's just your normal sugar scrub, and I cannot wait to use that on my lips. Sometimes they need that little extra something on there. And then I also did get the Lock-It Brightening Powder by Kat Von D. I actually had this one, but I had it in, which one did I have? I think I had the medium toned one, and for like the medium, like it was like golden, like this one's peach. But I think that the one that I had last time was like the color golden, and it was for medium skin tone, so that was perfect because I used it over summer and like I had so much of it left, so I just kind of like finished it off. But that was really stupid of me because my skin was just very pale because it's been literally super cold in Cincinnati. Well, actually, we've had a very mild winter, but the past couple of weeks it's been pretty cold, so I haven't been out in the sun, obviously. I mean, I'm not like, let's put on a bikini and go lay out in 20-degree weather. It wasn't happening. I went and bought the peach one, which the peach one is just the brightening powder for the light skin, the more fair skin, shall I say. And it just, you know, looks like your normal brightening powder. This can be used as, you know, setting powder. It's just better because I still use the NYX setting spray and the Laura Mercier setting spray. The setting powders, and those are they're translucent, so they go on as white, and then, you know, you just kind of like wipe that off, which I really like. They set really well, but I just kind of wanted something that was going to kind of like brighten the tone that I have on my face, because my face was just, it was so pale. I needed something to kind of liven that up. But now that I have my spray tan, we're back in business. Well guys, that does complete my Sephora and Ulta haul, my makeup haul. And so I've got some pretty good goodies that I can't wait to play with, and a lot of them I was kind of focusing like this past haul on like skincare. And you know, so that's kind of what I got with the scrubs and the brightening powders and the lotions and the moisturizers and, you know, the foundation and everything like that. So I was kind of focusing more on the skincare, which I feel like I just need to do more of. Like whenever I go into like the, you know, the makeup stores, I'm always like, this palette I need and these fake eyelashes I need, and, you know, and not that there's anything wrong with that. I just personally need to focus a little more of, you know, I need to focus a little more of my time onto the skincare products, because skincare is the most important part of any type of makeup routine, and it should never be overlooked. Sometimes I do, because I see that new palette and I'm like, I'd rather pay $80 for that than $80 for something like skincare that nobody's even going to be able to see. But it is important to not, you know, overlook it. So I will link all of these products in the description box below so that you guys can check them out for yourself. And I did actually get a lot of comments on my Snapchat asking me to do a hair tutorial. So I've actually just been wearing, just to kind of like talk to you guys about it really quick, I've actually been wearing my hair natural. So like I said in a while back, like back in like a December or maybe a November video, I dyed my hair and it was like maybe 2 shades darker than what it actually would have been naturally, which I absolutely love the color. I will never go lighter. I probably shouldn't say never, but I don't think that I will ever go lighter. Since I dyed it, it kind of like made me realize that I just want to like maybe take better care of my hair, and I don't want to put so much heat on it, because before I dyed it and before I got like 2 inches cut off, I was putting a lot of like heat all over it. I was curling it every day. Well, guys, I never noticed that when I get out of the shower and I don't brush my hair, I just like put it up, I just put some Keratage serum in it, and which is just like a deep conditioner, and then I put it up in like a messy bun, and I do my makeup, I get dressed, and I let it out, and I kind of like just kind of shake it out and put some beach spray in it. And I've noticed that when I do that, I get like these, well, you can't really see it now because like I've been up for hours, but I just get like these really nice like little wavy curls. And like I said, you can't really see it right now because like I've been up all day and kind of out and about, but it's really nice because it's just like a 5-minute thing. Like I just let my hair down and it's ready to go. So but I will definitely do a hair tutorial if you guys are still interested, even though it is a more natural thing. But I'm sure that when you get out of the shower, like everybody's hair is pretty curly before you brush it, so I'm sure if you just leave it like that and put it up in a bun and just bring it down and kind of like toss all your hands through it, I'm sure that you'll get the same results. So if you guys are still interested in a hair tutorial video for that, just comment below and let me know, or just Snapchat me or something, and just let me know. Wow, that was kind of a really long goodbye segment. Alright guys, well, let me know what you guys would like to see next. Until next time.